Battle control initialized.
Hey there, everybody! It's another game sit by me hot, and let us watch these two players that we have not yet casted before. On the bottom left, we actually have one of the players I've played in the recent team games. I'm pretty sure you guys seen him. It is Packet. Fighting against him will be a new person in the channel. We have Trololowka, who I believe is from Russia. That's the Russian Federation, and the United States. It's actually the Cold War, folks. We're now seeing the Cold War. Anyway, so both them have not random their faction. They've selected their faction, their sub faction. So we know Packet knows Trollo is Mart, and Trollo knows Packet is England. Let's get this ball rolling. So both of them, as far as I've played against them, they are not on the best, but they're learning. They're not bad either. You know, I've played with Packet a couple of times in the team game. Sometimes he does things, questionable things. Sometimes he does good. So I'm not really, I don't really mind about it. As long as someone plays, like, great troops, that's it. So both of them right now are not putting up any infantry. We just see Trollo making use of the rifle right here, trying to place a sentry, trying to secure this oil. Yeah, he's not making an engineer. However, we do see a buggy coming out. Currently, Packet is not even producing any infantry. He has 3k in the bank, 4k in the bank. He's gonna be floating hard shortly because he has 3 refineries. So, in a sense, guys, this will help. This will serve as like a, okay, I don't know how to play this game. How do I improve? Eco. Anyway, why did I say GG? Did someone? Yeah, I think someone else came into the server and they left. I think that's what happened there. That's weird saying GG. But anyway, if you go for a triple ref, it's better to constantly pump out infantry because you'll be running out of space, right? Like you won't be able to store any extra money. We're seeing the buggy dying right there. I do see, yeah, the buggy provided all of the information. I'd say it may be a waste. Like, you could have used it later, scout out the MCV if ever it does, mm, like it does move out, and then you check, right? Like, what's going on. Anyway, let's see in the money. We have Packet right now getting his money in checked with production. Whereas we have Trollo actually having 6k on the bank. A lot of harvesters are pumping out cash right here. We have 6 for him, and we have 3 for Trollo. 3 per packet. So what this means, folks, if you're playing the game, it's always good to have harvesters. Trollo right now is very ahead in terms of economy, but that would be that would run out later when all of the initial Tiberium is gone. You know. So again, I'm giving out this sit rep as a way to, like, you know, this is how you improve if you don't know how to play. For good players, maybe it's for entertainment or something, or maybe enjoy new players play the game. That's it. Interesting choice right here by Trollo is making use of the Chinook, and we do see 9k worth of army right there by Packet. Packet will be under trouble later, perhaps. Ironically, he does have defenses, but nothing right there for anti-infantry. He does not have any pillboxes. So currently Packet's still at 3 ore trucks. We have Trollo right now at 6, coming 7, you know, 6, 7, 6, 7. Anyway, we have here 10k worth of army. Currently, both of them have, I'd say, equal, because there's a couple of flamers right here. I did not see what's inside here. I think it's also flamers. So yeah, both of them should have equal. Right now, Trollo would be ahead. Managed to pick off that one. Pretty good, pretty good. And right now, we are seeing Packet trying to get both of them. That's good decision too, so that you don't have to move out, try to expand, and then just reach here. You could do that. Just have everything in one go, you know. Right now, I would say he is over investing. He's gonna be running out here. He needs to place a refinery here soon. And you do have an extra harvester from the refiner that you produce. So packet right now, nothing much is going on. What I'm curious is, will he do the attack right there shortly when he sees packet attacking him? There's a lot of rocket bikes right here, guys. Recon bikes. The problem with this lineup from Trollo is that he does not have any anti-tank. No, he does not have any heavy armor. I meant. He scouted that. He should see that there's a AA gun right there. Ooh, I'm pretty curious how it's gonna go. Will Packet see it? Packet does not. He's reacting right now. And 5 flamers attacking the war factory. Unfortunately for Packet, they're a little bit a tanky target. Trollo should be able to destroy this other refinery also, making Packet's economy very, very unsustainable, because they have to come from point A to point B to point A once and again. Again, this is a lot. So what Packet could do, he could leave like 1 extra right here, like 1 and then 2 or something. Oh, I just realized this map has 1-1 trees each. Never mind, it's gonna be bad. So currently both of them right now gonna be going guns blazing. We do see Trollo right now out at 25 grand worth of army. A lot of rifles right there. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna do the Soviet doctrine right here. A mass infantry. Currently, Trollo is ahead of it like 5k. And again, he does not have any heavy armor. He needs to attack everything and then use the recon bikes to attack the medium tanks. He needs to kill the medium tanks. Otherwise, he will be losing out on the ground fight. And that medium tank right there was able to sustain the entire fight. In this case, folks, it may be too late. But both of them right now are actually floating a lot of money. Rocket bikes once again being used to not great efficiency. Picked off the prism tank. I like that. Once again, if you do not have any heavy armor, you're gonna be having a big problem right there. Currently we're seeing laser turret being produced, and venoms are gonna be dying one by one because they are attacked by the AA. Not the best placement right there. Placed in the back, not really the good one. He called for reinforcements, should be okay. And the Temple Prime has been deployed. He is not yet low powered, so he's should be alright for now. Packet is now attacking. I like what Trollo is doing there. At least he tried. And if anything, if Trollo is able to sustain, yeah, well, let's be honest, he's not gonna be able to do anything with this destroyed. So yeah, SSMs right here, good choice up against the mass infantry. However, once again, if you do not have any heavy armor, you're gonna be losing out a lot of your infantry. Or not necessarily your infantry, like all of your troops actually. And especially up against an artillery, you're not gonna be able to attack them, you know? You're gonna be crawling your way towards the target. Ooh, good use right there. At least Packet knows how to use them. And a medium tank right here. Anyway, folks, I'm very sure this is pretty much over. So how many war factories? 3 war factories, one barracks. Trollo remade his MCV, but overall, I'd say good gameplay mechanics or gameplay understanding by Packet right there. As I said, you just need a heavy tank, or heavy armor. For Trollo, that's actually a light tank. Like, it doesn't matter, folks. If light tank if you compare light tank to the medium tanks or even the heavy tanks, we know light tanks are they're not the best in a sense compared to the other counterparts, right? But they do their job very well, which is tanking shots. That's what you're gonna be doing as Nod. You're gonna be tanking shots for your infantry so that they don't die very easily. Anyway, let's just have this fast forward. I'm not really expecting anything. And just like that. Apparently we have him expand there once again. A use of the cluster missile was over there. Fortunately, not all of it hit target. Right now, there's a lot of artillery being made right here. And yeah, that's a GG on this point. Yeah, overall, that's the key feature you'd have to take notice if ever you're gonna be playing the game. Rock paper scissors is a thing here, so infantry beats rockets and infantry. Rockets beat tanks. Tanks beat other tanks, while they also tank shots for the infantry. So you put like what Hackett did here earlier. I don't remember where the exact spot. I think it was here. Yeah, here. We have infantry, or maybe it was here. We have a lot of infantry, and he pushed forward with his tanks. Like, that's what you need. That's the very basic thing you need to know about this game. If you know that, and if you maintain your production, you're good to go. That's it. And that's it for this one.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Hey there, folks. It's the part 2 between the two of them. Let's see. What else can we learn from here? They did not chat anything right over there. Anyway, both of them have selected their faction, so let's get this ball rolling. Almost 2 minutes in, we see Trollo capturing 2 of the oils and Packet positioning himself, trying to attack this one. Pretty good. As I've said in the video before, as long as you destroy the oil, you actually did yourself a favor right there, because the oil provides you with at least 500 per minute. So if, let's say, you have 2, I did not even know whose infantry was that. Oh no, Packet. Anyway, yeah. So let's say you've captured this one, you captured this one, and you made sure to control it for like 10 minutes. That means for 10 minutes you received 10k. Yeah. So it's very imperative. So currently we're just seeing Trollo right now. I don't know if he went for a triple ref. No, it's a double ref. Okay. Double ref into a war factory. War factory produces harvester and a 3rd refinery. So that's 5 harvesters overall for him. We have Packet right now with 2. Somewhat greedy in a way, because he's not making a harvester from his war factory in the first push, like in the first instance, right? The first queue. That's okay. He could make use of that one. So currently, I'd say he's on queue to. Oh, he's making a silo. There's no need, guys. There's no need to make a silo. It may be just for aesthetic purposes. That can be the thing. But just a note, there's absolutely no need to make a silo. If you would need to make a silo, you would. That's because you hear the word silos needed. You would only have that if you have a lot of money, which also means you're not producing. So anyway, a lot of rockets right here. I like this change from the previous game. I believe Trollo has learned his lesson. They died from Tiberium. I think Trollo learned from his previous lesson where all of his anti-tank came from the rocket bikes. But that also means you have to micro them, right? Like, do not let them attack the infantry. Currently, we're seeing Apache being used actually like that one. The micro right there from Trollo, attacking the rockets from the back instead of like moving to the fight. And currently, we're just seeing Packet trying to attack the nuclear power plant. But I'd say it would have been better if he destroyed this one first. Like, if he managed to destroy the tank, that would be great, you know? Currently, we're seeing Trollo currently making a 2nd barracks. Now he changed that to a war factory. overall okay, because you know you have a lot of money, but the thing is you're out of cash, and he's now making a decision to have a long distance mining, which is not something I am against. You know, that's a thing you can do. Currently, we're having five five harvesters for packets, six harvesters, seven harvesters. So soon, packet should take this. He needs to take that. So later, is he making a second? Yeah, he's making a barracks right now. So he would be managing his money, making sure he is not floating. He is also making an AA gun, which may not be something I would actively produce. Good attack right there from Trollo. I like that. I like that. And Trollo is actually sending an infantry, sending an engineer to capture that one. However, what I'm curious is, will he be able to take this for himself? Let's find out, folks. Let's have this on 2x speed. Currently, we're seeing both of them right now replenishing all of their troops and a lot of artillery right here from Cholo. He actually selected Legion. Legion has no, it was marked the one that I was looking for, or maybe it was Black Hand. Okay, good on deploy. Good, good, good. I like that. I like that. Currently, he. Oh my god! Oh my god! The AA gun from 3 minutes before, providing him with the profit. Oh my god! Nobody would have expected that one. So, the thing with Nod, folks, they have artillery. They have access to artillery. Allies also have access to artillery, but Nod has access to an upgrade for the artillery, which allows them to attack on the move. So what we mean with that, they are able to hit and run, you know? Unlike with the artillery where it has to be stationary and stare at their target before they attack. So I'm curious, folks, we have somewhat in favor of Packet. What will it be? They do not have any anti-armor for Trollo. A lot of them battle tanks right now are attacking the tanks. I see the micro right there by Packet. Pretty good. I like it so far. And that also says that Trollo is somewhat not making any anti-tank once again. Like, yeah, battle tanks. His battle tanks are also anti-tank, but it would be good if he had a couple of rockets. Overall, I'd say both of them able to equalize their army. How much value do you have? Troll actually has 11k. Holy crap. Let's see on the money. Oh my god. He actually has 7 grand. He needs to constantly produce right now. So two war factory coming third. 1 barracks. 1 helipad. So that's how many is that? Is that 5 production structures? Currently, we're seeing artillery being used here to great micro. I like this. I like this. Currently, he's now attacking the infantry, and without any heavy armor in front, that means Packet should pull back. If anything, folks, we knew from the get-go that Cholo had 11k worth of army, and Packet nowhere near that. You know, so if anything, Packet should not have attacked there. And he needs to replenish one of the harvesters. Okay. Well, you could place it right here and then just have this one go here, come back, right? Rolo right now is using the Apache. What I'm curious is, what is he gonna be attacking? It's gonna be attacking this. It's gonna be attacking this. If he attacks this one, this is also one of the things that I'll sometimes do whenever play Soviets or attack someone in the back. If I see there's a barracks right there in the area, I sometimes destroy it because I want them to reset their spawn point. So if this is right here, you don't want anyone to fast react to your attack. You can destroy the barracks. Basilisk, EMP weapon. This is anti-heavy or anti-vehicle and defenses. Is he gonna attack? Now I'm very curious what's gonna happen here. It's not anti-building though. Yeah, it's not anti-building. You should attack the Arbiter instead. Ooh, that's really rough. I say he used them to a good condition here. No, don't attack the building. You don't see any buildings here. Actually, they should have that in the tooltip that they're ass versus buildings, because this is, if they don't, right? Like if they don't have that, that's a lack of information. Like how many basilisks was attacking that one? That's like a lot of them, and they did nothing. Yeah, I think it should mention that. I'm gonna put that later. Anyway, we do see a lot of heavy armor right here from Packet. Packet feels the power earlier. And oh, two basilisks right now is pinning them. Currently we're seeing Banshee being alive right now. I did not check the upgrades yet. So we have Trollo with Covenant of Wrath. I don't see any assassins being spawned right now. Yeah, you should make them attack the harvesters. Or actually, it appears that they actually have damage based on the distance. We will see if it's gonna be dealing damage soon. But anyway, we have a fight over here. Unfortunately for Packet does not have... sorry, I mean Trollo. Unfortunately for Trollo, he does not have any infantry, any vehicles, because he has spent a lot of money for, you know, these things in the back. Yeah, I don't think they're dealing damage. We have a couple of assassins right here. Right now, Packet with 15k overall. Both of them have around 20k. Banshee been used, but unfortunately there's a lot of rocket soldiers right there. 18 rocket soldiers and the assassins on the back trying to attack. Packet, you don't need to micro the assassins. You just attack move, because they do not attack they only attack infantry, that's it. They don't attack tanks. So pushing forward with that move right there was not the call. And unfortunately for Mr. Apache right here, he has to go down. Okay, so we are right now looking at this one. What I'm curious is, will it do damage? Oh no. Stop. However, folks, this is all okay. So this is all Packet has, right? All of the infantry, all of the vehicles in Troll's base. So Packet does not have any harvesters left. What I'm curious is, who will win this one? Trollo with a 16 grand, right? 16k. So, if anything, the Basilisk carried him hard right there. You should just pump out troops, You have two right now. You have two barracks. Okay, thank you. You are not producing from every barracks you have. Packet should realize that he has to go all in. But the thing with this, guys, they're not able to attack what's his face? Buildings. They don't deal good damage against buildings. Or as long as as far as I can see. Packet does not have any harvester left. So currently we have Packet with 6k advantage, but they are way too far right now, folks. They are way too far. Battle tanks should push forward. These tanks, like, is way over invested to fight against the infantry. What I'm curious is, will there be anything that's gonna happen here? Ooh, we do see Packet with the divergence right here attacking the MCV, but we do have a war factory in the back right now. Currently, Trollo needs to protect this one, and just like that, he loses his MCV. He needs to defend. Oh no, he has lost his only power. Currently on low power, and just like that, folks, I would say Packet may be outmatched on this one. Yeah. That was an interesting game, I'm not gonna lie. So like, I was not really expecting that much. But anyway, I like the second game. Let's see you in the next one.
Battle control terminated.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
Hey there, everybody, it's the last game, and let's get this ball rolling. So, for some reason, I did not realize that the game I seen before was the third one, and this is the second one. I'm not curious. I'm not sure if, like, couple of realizations from here changed the game in the previous one that we watched. But whatever, you know, we're just here to see players play the game. Right now we have Packet attacking the oil. You should not stand beside it. Yeah, you lost 4 in that one. But for this map, folks, it's a little bit weird. Because you have 1, 2, you have 1, and when you have 1, and then you have nothing here, and you have a gem. Like, where do you expand, right? So, for this map in particular, you're not really expected to produce a lot of harvesters, unlike with the other maps. Because all of the expansions is like 1 tree only. In a sense, it's like an aggressive map. Deployed right there, 1 laser turret. So like, for instance, for Packet here, he has 3 refineries. This wharf should be making tanks right now. Just make tanks, buggies, whatsoever. Yeah, Trollo may be over-investing right now. Well, it's okay, in a sense, because you make the process of harvesting Tiberium quicker. But as I said, all of the expansion points are very ass, you know, 1 tree only. Even this is a trap. There's no trees here. You don't go there, right? You don't prioritize going here. Like, excuse me, if you're gonna be harvesting these areas, just use 1 harvester from here. Take that. That's it. Currently, we have right now Packet a lot of infantry being produced, 5k total, and a buggy right here. I think he scouted, right? Yeah, he scouted everything except for this. Yeah, except for that in the radar. Fortunately, he loses out on that one. He has what I presume would be a flamer inside that one. Most likely. So he has 5 flamers right there. There is a guard right here from Trollo. I like that. So one of the key features you should try to do, guys, if ever you're going to be playing PvP in this game, or not necessarily 1v1s, like, let's say, team games, you should make the habit of placing infantries on the side where you think people are going to go, right? Because you'll be aware. Unfortunately for Trollo, he was way too invested with the micro right there. So he did not notice this. Packet. Okay. Okay, good choice. But you get bombed. Okay. Overall, it worked out well for Trollo. Currently, this is way too forward. All of your infantry is way too far ahead. Too far behind. You know? It's 2 FA. Too far away. But he's not stopped. He hasn't stopped producing any tank, right? He hasn't stopped, so it's okay. He can recover it. Wow! I mixed the word recuperate and recover. Okay, he can recover it there, guys. 16, 17k, 11k overall in favor for Packet because he did not stop producing. And yeah, Packet has a lot of money right now. He should be able to push forward. Put your tanks in front! Put your tanks in front! No! Okay. And then he's gonna be microing that one. Ooh, 1 bomb dropped on top of a good amount of troops right there. Unfortunately, it wasn't successful. So partial of the mistake right here by Packet, even though Trollo was like has advantage with the money or the value, I think if I remember correctly, like Packet has like 5k above, is he did not place the tanks forward. It's part of it. And we now see a tech center made by Trollo. Bombardment 2, so he's going for Bombardment strategy. Interesting. So as Packet still hasn't destroyed any harvester building, he has no access to covenants. I like that play by Troll right there, using orcas to attack the battle tanks. That's a good one. And this, folks, is why you should always have a tank company. So Troll right now should know what he needs to do with the Orca. Orca gonna be coming in trying to destroy this one. So that would make sense if you think about it, folks, why he does not have a lot of rocket soldiers. Like a mass infantry, rifle soldiers, that's it, and just have battle tanks take the shots for the infantry. That's the ideal situation. Bombing run to be used on top of here. Good amount, but not enough to say he got back the losses from making that Warthog. He's not microing the thing though. Good attack on the tank right there. I like that one. About 4 baxes by Packet. Packet does not have any money now. Trollo has 4K in the bank. Primarily because he does not have a second production queue. So no, don't block your Tiberian field, please. Don't do that. So don't do what he did here, because you're essentially hurting your economy this way. So anyway, we do see 3 orcas right now, and I believe he should be able to scout. Yeah, he able to scout that one, making the reaction to place the troops forward right here. Orcas should try to attack that one. With the use of the Vulcans, he would not have to worry about the infantry. Currently, there's nothing going on right here. Packet is still on tier 2 for 10 minutes already. Well, it's not tier 2 because it's not making tier 2 units. It's still tier 1. Yeah, it's still tier 1. If you've reached 10 minutes and you're still tier 1, you're making tier 1 units, there's gonna be some problems to be had right there. Anyway, overall, I'm liking the micro right now by Trollo, and because these troops right now are pretty much gonna be a dead weight, pulling considerable amount of troops from defending this area to here, providing Packet the masterful strategy to attack the main expansion with tech. And just like that, he destroyed that, but with the use of the power suit, providing him with the answer to deal with the problem. Unfortunately, for Packet, it did not work well for him. See a lot of troops right here. That's the troops he sent here earlier. Packet still making. Okay, so this is okay if you are now Cyborg. Problem with Packet's army right now, he is not Cyborg. He is still tier 1. And like this is tier 1.5. And just because of that 0.5, this APC can smash all of the infantry very easily. Like in theory, if I was Trollo right now, I would stop making battle tanks, make Vulcans, and I would just use Orcas to pick off all of the tanks right there by Packet. That's it. So Packet right now, not making any changes, is hurting him really bad. Ooh, all of them die right there. However, we do see 4 Orcas right there. Not moving out anytime soon. Warthog is alive and waiting orders on where to drop. He undeployed that one. Overall, I'd say yeah. Trollo is thinking good right here. He did not go here to expand. He did not do that because there's no tree. I like that one. I like Trollo's thinking right there. For everyone's benefit, it should be like, it should take the comm center because it provides you with a huge radius. So you don't need to do something like this. You just capture this one. And right now, Packet is at a dilemma right now. He can attack this, but he also needs to defend against this main push right here, which is worth 23k. Currently, he's Trollo right now is trading the MCV for the attack. I think Trollo's gonna win this one. Packet right now at 7k worth of money. He's stopped producing from the barracks. You need to keep producing, young man. What would the odds, right? Like, Packet is actually older than me and I call him young man. Anyway, okay, so he's now producing a Temple of Nod, but I'd say it's way too late because he does not have any infantry or vehicles to defend this position. He has to pull back. So, Trollo's Gambit right there, I'd say paid off for himself. Paid off by himself, right? Overall, Packet may have lost this game, at least from what I feel. But right now at this position, let's see. Both of them. Packet is outmatched in terms of numbers. But what I'm curious is, will he be able to win the fight, the game? He managed to pull back the troops, and Black Widow has been called on top of here. Not 100% sure what's this being used for. Press for vision. That would be the only thing that would make sense. No, don't attack the infantry. Get back. Well, there's no rockets except for this one. Yeah, you could do something like this, folks. Like, call in the Black Widows. And, oh my god. No! 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 3 of them died! No! Excuse me. Maybe Packet's proving me wrong here. And it's now Trollo's Trollo currently floats 10k. He needs to produce anything. Packet is now being pressured. As I said, folks, Vulcan, that's all you need right there. Just make Vulcans. You have all of the solutions right at your hand with the use of one unit. The only thing that Packet could use to counter the Vulcan would be the tank and the rocket soldier. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be working out for him. Currently, both of them are taking from the same spot. Packet is pushing forward by piecemeal. Don't push one by one, folks. Don't do something like this. There you don't have tanks. But even if you have tanks, right? Even if you have tanks, there's MLRS, there's a Warthog. Like, there's a lot of artillery right here. 3 of them, 1 bomber, and then there's like 1 front line that actually melts infantries. It's not a good situation for you. And an Avenger was used, but they died right there. Yeah, this is GG at this point. Packet is pushing way past where he should have stayed. He stayed here and deployed. And again, a tank pushing forward without infantry. That is usually what costs you the games. If you push forward without your tanks in front, like, we've seen it earlier. We've seen it here earlier, where the tanks were in front and all of the infantry were too far. You would lose that too. We've just seen that right here. Difference being, yeah, there's nothing much you can do here. Overall, folks, I enjoyed watching this and providing insights. Again, this may not be the best guide for those who actually know the game already, such as me and some other else, like let's say Hyper, my co-caster in this channel. But for those of you who are actually into like trying to play this game, we would actually welcome you. So overall, I hope you've learned something, folks. The future new players who'd like to play Combined Arms and we would be delighted to meet you. Anyway, folks, that's it for this one, and see you on the next video.
Battle control terminated.